Yo, what is good, y'all? Welcome back. I'm your host, Prince Yaps. We're here with another video. This is gonna be a little. I mean, it's with a name, but it's like this is where's the reading? Where the stories at? Hey, let me yap a little bit, okay? I watched Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Um, yeah, that was a spiritual experience. It was actually so amazing from start to finish. I've seen the movie twice. And like seeing it twice, you just see everything you missed originally. You just can't take that experience back, I guess to say. Like the whole MJ swinging when he was swinging MJ, but it was the Jean Grey MJ. Because you can notice when he's swinging, she is so calm. MJ hates that shit. She is never calm. Because even when he was taking her home, she was like, like it was so messed up. And that just scene where everyone's seen it. Peter, I don't even know you. I love you. I don't even know you. Ooh. Yeah, that was a crazy, crazy movie. But not even just get into that. I was seeing this thing on Twitter where people are rightfully so like, hey, Tom, and in unpopular opinion, he's better than Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. And I'm not gonna lie, I agree. And this is from someone who grew up on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I've seen all three when they were coming up, and I rewatched all their movies. Andrew, okay, they're all really good for the roles, but and when you're using the context, you understand Tobey is kind of the plainest of the two. When I think of Spider-Man, I'm thinking more of someone who is like that Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland. Their Spider-Mans were just better to me. I just think Tobey had the pleasure of having Rami. Respectfully, his movies were amazing. I'm never going to take that away. Spider-Man 2 will always be a top 3 Spider-Man movie ever, no matter what. You can have it from 1 to 3, I don't care, but it has to be in one of those spots. Like you can't talk me out of it. You literally can't. Because in my opinion, this is my opinion, the big three is so hard. The big three to me is obviously Spider-Man 2, as we've seen Brand New Day, and Across the Spider-Verse. And I go back and forth between Into and Across because they're both such amazing films. But I believe like the themes of what Across is doing, and even one of the best cliffhangers just in movie history, bro. That shit is crazy. What are we talking about, bro? We're seeing Miles be the proud. Oh, come on now. So it's incomplete. No, bro. Because it was so good. People were like, that was a almost 3-hour movie. And we talking about, okay, that's it. That's it. That's it, bro. Ain't no way. I haven't got a feeling like that since Civil War. Civil War. I'm tripping. Infinity War. Yo, not no damn Civil War. But very good movie, but nah. Like, I think we all, and I don't want people to think when people say this, it's not just nostalgia. I promise you, I like them all. They're all great. When I saw Andrew and Tobey come out in No Way Home, oh, bro, amazing. And by the way, off track, like sideshow. I will admit, No Way Home is way better when you first watch it. But the way people are talking about, oh, it's not a good rewatch at all, brother, it goes from an 8 to like a 7.5 to me. Because I'll give you, there's definitely flaws. There's definitely flaws. But one of the flaws I do not like people trying to point out is, why did he take them with her? He literally told him to. That, like, what are we doing? She literally told him to. They had nowhere else to go. Like, did we forget the premise? But like, there again, I did not like how Tobey and the Green Goblin literally just didn't interact. That made no sense to me. What are we doing? They didn't interact once. Oh, that made no sense to me. But I get it. There was the first act of it was definitely the weakest part of the movie. Easily, yes, easily. And they definitely like could have done more with, we know Peter Parker. We really know Peter Parker is Spider-Man. They didn't do enough of that. I will give you that. Fair. But let's be fair, the movie's still heat, bro. Yeah, we're bleeping that out, but it was effing heat, bro. It was so heat still. But back to this. when we say this about Tom being better than Tobey, why is the first thing everyone has to say is, man, y'all don't know about this. It's about this. Look, you weren't here. We were here. And when we call you out for, okay, you guys are nostalgia baiting. Because again, I'll give you, Tobey had the best movies. Let's just be honest, bro. His trilogy is the best. I love the No Way. I love the Home trilogy. You know what I mean? Homecoming is a phenomenal Spider-Man movie. Phenomenal. Far From Home is a good movie, but is it a great Spider-Man movie? You know what I mean? Like, hey, I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. But come on now. That most is like a 6, 7. But like, you know, it's the weakest of the trilogy. It's the weakest of Tom's Spider-Man. Let's be honest. And then No Way Home, I believe, is good. And then Tom being the only one to get a fourth movie. Oh my God. Mwah. Chef's kiss. I'm not comparing their trilogies. It's too easy of a wash to say, hey, Tobey, you got it. Because let's be honest, if we're just doing that, Andrew, you're not even in this conversation. But that's not the question. We're saying who is a better Spider-Man? Who plays the character better of Peter Parker and Spider-Man? And as we all know, people would always say, Tobey is the better Spider-Man. Andrew is the better Tobey is the better Peter Parker. Andrew's the better Spider-Man. And Tom is the best of both. When I disagree, I'm like, Tobey, is he really a good Spider or a good Peter Parker? Like, I don't think so. I really don't believe so. Like, I don't think he is. Like, his Peter Parker is dull to me. Like, I get the issues he's going through. That's different. Like, I feel like the plot makes him better. Like, not to say like that, but Tobey is benefiting from having a great story, a great plot. While I believe Tom and Andrew play the characters better. And even when we go to Andrew, his Peter Parker, I get it, was an angsty teenager, but in certain versions, that's pretty good. He was still a smart guy. He was still making his web shooters. Like, no, I think he played a decent Peter Parker. And what we all know is Andrew's a great actor. He was held back by the script. We know how good Andrew is. He was a phenomenal Spider-Man. Like, there's a reason he still has fans. Even though his movies are complete dog water. But then we have Tom. And I will admit, some of the director, it was off. But one thing I liked about Tom's Own is we had a fresh story. We had a different take on the character. I'm going to be in the minority. I like the connection he had with Iron Man. I get the whole, we need Uncle Ben, but that was one of the complaints. If you didn't know, that was one of the complaints at first when people were like, oh, a new Spider-Man, we're going to see Uncle Ben die for the third time. So we know what's going on. We know that story. So let's tell a brand new story with something when he's actually interacting with different heroes. Why wouldn't you use these heroes to progress his story as well? And you can admit, he hasn't had his own iconic villain because of it, because a lot of the problems were due to Tony Stark. But is that not a great story? You are picking up the pieces of the person you admire, your mentor. But you are still, even in death, dealing with the issues he dealt with, the issues that he created. It shows you, hey, Tony was not perfect. And that's what I love about him, which is why, off note again, I don't know why people are so hating on Jean Grey. Oh my God, she did all this bad stuff. Tony Stark is a war criminal. Shut up. Like, shut up. We don't care, bro. In this world, do we want them to grow? Do y'all like redemption stories or not? Or do you only like it when it's not a woman? Like, let's be honest, like Jesus. But back to it, I like the fresh take on it. And I will admit, I like that Brand New Day felt like, okay, we're going back to our roots. We had so much this like world ending like stuff. Let's ground it a little bit more, okay? And let's be for the little guys again. But I think you had to earn that. If we didn't go through these last 3 movies, the first one doesn't feel as good. We won't feel the emotional impact he had with MJ. We won't feel the emotional impact at the end when he does that handshake with Ned. And it's like, Peter, you don't get that without the trilogy, the Home trilogy, which I'll admit, it It could have been better at times. It could have been better in certain parts. But let's not confuse it. It was a successful trilogy. Say what you want. The first one, easy 9. That's a 9 right there. If you want to be more objective, it's an 8.5. But that is a phenomenal movie, and it gets even better on the rewatches. I'll say it too. And I'll admit it too, I like Tom suits. Kill me. I like him. Now I like his newest suit a lot more because that was fire. That was kind of dope. And I like that he wore the mask like 90% of the movie. That felt mwah. Because I'll give you my biggest pet peeve with the home trilogy. Like, come on now, dude. Everybody should know that you're Peter Parker, that you're Spider-Man. Put your damn mask back on, you dickhead. But that is my opinion. You can believe that Tobey's still the best. In my opinion, I think he is easily, like, just we're talking about who's the better character, I think he is the worst who's played them. But he had the best movies. Because we're never going to disrespect Spider-Man 2. And that's one of the greatest. And then we're going to go to Spider-Man 1. The introduction to even make superhero movies even popular enough to do that. That's because of Spider-Man 1. So I will always give it its flowers. Sam Raimi did an amazing job with that movie. I believe that Andrew and Tom are better Spider-Mans and Peter Parkers. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Peace.